Okay, midweek, midsection, second one for 2021. Let's not talk about 2020. So, 10-second lead in as usual. Timer is now ticking. And I'm just going to prop this up here. So we have got 25 seconds starting with our squats. And away we go. Coming down nice and relaxed into it. Not pushing too hard. We're going to go quickly enough. Getting the heart rate up. That's more of our focus here rather than going down too low. We're going nice and quick. Last couple of seconds. There we go. Down to the floor. Hand to ankle. Right hand coming up to the left ankle. Away we go. Keeping that leg straight. Keeping the toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Exhale as we come up and inhaling down. Nice and steady. And we're back up to our feet. Feels so good to be moving again after a full day at the desk. Back to our squats. We're going to bring the arms in here. We want to get that heart going. As you can see, I've opted for the no shoes approach today. That's a good sign that there's not going to be a lot of high impact stuff. And there we go. Back to the floor again. You knew that was coming, didn't you? So, left arm, right leg. Pulling with the lower abs and the hip flexors to pull that leg up to the vertical position. And if you hear a popping noise, it's just my hip, don't worry about it. It does that sometimes. Lovely stuff. We're back to our feet and back to our squats. We're going to go a little bit wider this time. Feet pointing out a little bit more. Keeping the elbows nice and wide. So we're actively kind of pulling the thighs out as we sit down into our squat. Getting a bit of a stretch on the inner thigh. And then working the inner thighs that little bit more as well. Great stuff. Back to the floor again. And we're coming up, right hand, left leg, crunching upwards. Keep the chin off the chest, looking up at the toes, and pulling that shoulder up away from the floor. We're looking for a moment of stillness here at the top of the movement. That's a sign you've got good control on it. There we go, saved by the buzzer. We're onto our feet again for another round of those lovely wide-kneed squats. Sitting right down into it. Keeping those knees out wide, and we're going to bring the arms in overhead. Keep those knees nice and wide. I'm watching you. You'll get away with nothing here today. Last couple of seconds here. There we go. Down to the floor. Final time for our warm-up round. And we are going for left arm, right leg, crunching up again. So making sure you're taking that left shoulder up away from the floor. Again, looking for that moment of stillness at the top, and there's the buzzer. And we get to have a sip of water. Lucky us. We work hard for our water around here. Okay, next round, we're going to start out, we're going to get the heart rate up. So it's fast squats with the arms. We've got 10 seconds left here. Those nice fast squats, normal width, we're not going super wide. Get ready, in 2, 1. Coming down fast and up fast. Each time you're sticking your butt back to help you stay balanced. So almost like you're about to sit down into a chair next to a practical joker. The kind of person who might pull the chair out from underneath you. So that's the way you do your squat. There we go. We're down to the floor, onto the hands and knees. We're doing our bear. Push the hands down into the floor and lift the knees, just a fraction. Keeping your core zipped up, nice and tight. Keeping the head neutral. Keep breathing through it. We've got 10 seconds left here. Actively pushing the hands down into the floor. Keep those knees low, but don't touch. And relax. Come back up to our feet. We're going to be doing a little bit of this up and down. Here we go, squats again. Nice and quick. We don't want to lock the knee out fully straight, so you can keep a little bend. We're more about the speed on these than the depth. Nice and quick. We're almost there. Whew. Isn't that fun? We're back down again for our second bear. Who's your favorite bear? Bear Grylls? Yogi Bear? Hey, boo. Was that just me? Okay, we got 7 seconds left here in your bear pose. Keeping your back nice and flat, core zipped up for the last 3, 2, 1. And we're up to our feet. Give the leg a little bit of a kick and a shake. That's hard on the thighs. Squat and knee raise is next. Staying on one leg. It's going to repeat on that same side. Remember, anytime you bring that knee up, you pull with the stomach. Get a little bit more on the leg. You can keep the toes pulled up as well. And there we go. We're coming down to the mat. We're going to do our hip bridge. And we lift. Release down, exhale up. Inhale down, push those heels down into the ground. Pressing the feet down into the ground every time as you're lifting. When you get to the top of the movement, you squeeze with the butt. Get a stretch in the front of the thigh and working. Oh, great stuff. We're back up. So a knee raise in our squat again. Other leg this time. Same thing, pull with the core. Bringing that knee straight up. Toes pulled up as well. So keeping the impact down. But we're still getting the legs, getting the core, and getting some intensity in there as well. And there we go, back down again. Up and down and up and down. Feeling like an elevator operator today. Hip bridge, here we go. Same as before. We want to keep it controlled. Make sure you're not flopping down onto the mat. Exhale up, inhale, come down with control. So as well as working the back side and the back of the legs, you're working all the core muscles in around the hips. And there we go. Wasn't that fun? No, not fun? Time for a sip. We've got 25 seconds. Okay, standing. Our first move is going to be a knee to elbow. So we're balancing on one leg, hand resting at the side of the head and bringing that knee up to the outside towards the elbow. We're going to stay on that same side. Get ready. Here we go. So staying nice and tall. Pull that knee up as high as you can to the outside. Pulling with the muscles in the side as well. We've got 5 seconds left. We'll squeeze in one more and saved by the buzzer. Now, since we had so much fun on that side, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Get ready, hand to the head, shift the weight onto the supporting leg, and we lift. So it's a bit of a balance exercise as well. Toes come down, just find the balance and lift again. 10 seconds left. We'll get 2 more in. And last one. There we go. Good news, we're down onto the mat. Our hip hitch. We're on our side, head supported by the hand. Make sure shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Exhale as we lift. It's a small movement. I know you know it by now. Small movement, straight up and down. If you find you're wobbly, put your hand on the floor to help with the balance. Control is what we're looking for here. Keeping the stomach zipped up as well, that little bit. And there we go. Onto the other side. Same thing. Support the head with the hand. Shoulders are one above the other, hips one above the other. And we exhale as we lift. Inhale down, exhale up. You should never be resting your feet on the ground on this one. So there's tension here through the muscles above the hip, coming into the side, all the way through. So they're under tension for the full 25 seconds. And working as well. And there we go. Great stuff. We're back up to our feet. Curtsy lunge. Alternating sides. Stepping back and across. Switching sides each time. We want to go nice and low. And we're going to stay bent over a little bit at the waist. Really focusing the effort into the back side. So use whatever space you have there available. There we go. Whew. Those burned the legs. We're doubling up because that was just so much fun. Other side, here we go. Again, staying hinged forward that little bit at the waist. Keep your back straight, so we don't want a rounded back. We want that hinge at the waist. Stepping across behind yourself. Staying low. And there we go. Whew, give the legs a little kick. We're down to the floor again. Building on our hip hitch, we're into our side V up. Hand on the ground, roll back onto the butt and lift. Using the arm as a lever. Inhale down, exhale up. Pressing the hands down into the floor. That'll help you come up higher. Saved by the buzzer. And we're over to the other side. Again, start out stacked, shoulders and hips. Come back onto the side of the butt and lift. Going for height. This can challenge your flexibility a little bit as well, particularly if you're tight across the hamstrings. And there we go. And nicely done, we're back to our feet. Just in time for break. So if you're tight in the hamstrings, the calves, the backside, lower back, those side V-ups are a bit more of a challenge. Yes, you're right. You are on fire. That's the idea, that's why we're here. Okay, squat, knee raise, alternating sides. We want to go a bit faster. Powerful pull. So, still pulling up in front rather than across. Strong pull, use the core. We're going to go down for our high plank. You know the drill. And we lift. Keeping that core zipped up like a pair of jeans that's fresh out of the tumble dryer. How are they always a size or two smaller than they were when they went in? Zip up those jeans. Zip up those core muscles. Keep pressing your hands down into the floor. We've got 5 seconds left. Stay nice and straight. And relax. And of course, by relax, I mean on your feet, soldiers. Because we're going to do some more work. Same thing, squat, knee raise. Ten seconds. Strong, powerful push or pull with the abs as you pull that knee up high. Last one. We're down to the ground. High plank, adding in the shoulder tap. Here we go, we lift. Keep that core zipped up nice and strong. Nice straight line. If you're under too much pressure, forget about the shoulder tap, just hold that plank. Less than 10 seconds left. Great stuff. And here we go. Lovely, lovely. Back to our feet. We're going to do a kick this time. Squat and kick. And the kick this time comes across in front. Again, pulling with the core and the pelvic floor as that leg comes across in front. Bring the knee up, flick the leg out. Gives you a stretch in the back of the leg, works the core and the legs. There we go. Now, side plank is next. We're on the floor, on the elbow, and we lift. Keeping the elbow straight under the shoulder. We want the forearm on the ground. Hip pulled up away from the floor. You can reach for the ceiling with the other hand if you want. It'll help keep you nice and straight and maybe take your mind off the suffering that's going on in our side plank here. And there we go. We're back up to our squat and kick once again. Is it just me or is it getting warm in here? Here we go, squat and kick. Pulling across in front of the body. Exhale on the kick. Inhale down for your squat. Exhale on the kick. Last 3 seconds. We'll manage 1 or 2 more. And there we go. Back to the floor. The other side for our side plank. Get ready. And lift. So again, elbow straight onto the shoulder. Chest is opened up. Reaching for the ceiling with the other hand. Keeping the hip pulled up away from the floor. Don't let it sag down. Keep it up. Sometimes your feet can be a little bit slidey on this one. If you have trouble with that, it could be a good idea to do them next to the wall. And relax. How are we doing? Feeling good? Of course you are. It's time for a break. Everybody loves break time. Okay, next round is Pilates Focus. We've got 10 seconds left, so down on the floor, on your back. How long have we got left? Last round. Onto the back, starting in our tabletop position. Knees straight over the hips. We're going to hold them there. Lower back pulled down into the floor. Shins horizontal. Holding that position. Keeping that lower back pulled down into the floor. Slight little tilt or tuck of the pelvis to keep it printed down to the floor. If you're under pressure, bring the knees in towards yourself just a little bit, and we relax here, feet down. If you find yourself under pressure on this one, bring the knees towards yourself a little bit. Get ready. Here we go, doubling up. Same again. Holding that tabletop position. Keeping that back printed into the ground. We've got 15 seconds left. You can relax your head down, or you can have your head up. If you have your head and shoulders up, we're working the upper abs as well. Working that a little bit harder for the last 5 seconds. Crunching up with the upper abs. And there we go, relax down. We're not done with this one yet. We've got 5 seconds, then we're coming back into it. Here we go. Find that imprint. Now, right leg only is going to move. Left leg stays still. Right leg down towards the floor. Keep that right knee locked at a right angle. All the movement is coming at the hip. Lower back still pulled down into the floor. Right leg lowering towards the floor. If it feels easy, you're not doing it right. And rest. Now that the right side has had its turn, left side next. Here we go, get ready. And lift. Print the lower back into the floor. Left leg only is moving. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you pull up. And again, we're going to lift up the shoulders. Crunching up, getting the lower abs involved in the movement. Keeping the lower back, the upper abs, getting them in as well. And relax the legs down. Whew. Starting to burn now. Leg scissors is next. Both legs up. Here we go. Crunch up, reaching onto the left calf. Right leg down. And switch. And switch. Legs are straight, toe pointed. Pulling on the calf each time. Working the arms, the back. The hamstrings on the back of the leg. Stomach is doing a little bit as well. And relax, bend the knees, hug them into your chest. We're going to double up on this. Get ready, here we go, straighten the legs. Hold the right leg, lower the left, and switch. 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 So we're crunched up, only the lower back on the ground. Working the upper abs, working the lower abs, working the hip flexors, side abs. Working your endurance and your perseverance. We got 5 seconds. No, we got 2 seconds. 1, 0. Give the knees a hug. We're almost there. Back up. Once again, Pilates leg scissors. Switch. 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 15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 2, 1, and relax. Bring the knees in. We're going to finish with our seated balance. So So we're coming up, seated position, come back onto the back of the butt, seated position, legs right in that tabletop position, hands next to the calves. I'm going to reach away with the left leg. Now reach away with the right, staying balanced, reach away with the left. Last 5 seconds, I know it burns. And reach away with the left last time. And with the right last time. And relax. Give the knees a hug. Curl up into a little ball and cry. Or die. Or grab your voodoo doll of me and stick some pins in it. Okay, we're going to give the abs a little bit of a stretch. So hold on to the left knee, keep it pulled in towards the chest. Right leg, stretch it away. Letting it come down almost to the floor, but not resting on the floor. And reach away with the toes. Stretching the leg, deep breath in.
Completed.
Exhale, bring that knee in. We're going to hold on to the right knee this time. Stretching away with the left leg. Reaching away with the toes. Really feel the stretch. Take a deep breath into the stomach. Feel the stretch there. Exhale, bring the knee in. And relax. Yeah, that got a little bit sweaty. Coming up to around about that 150 calorie benchmark there at the end. Good stuff. Or maybe it was 250 calories. I don't know, but the reading was slightly off the side of the screen. Yeah, I think that one is lying to you, Pat. Okay, thank you for joining me for this evening's workout. See you soon.